and Kym.
That was the moment that Dancing with the Stars pro dancer Kym Johnson took home the mirror ball with NFL star Hines Ward, and the lovely fellow Australian joins us right here in our Hollywood studio. Kym, thanks very much for coming on board today.
Oh, thank you for having me here.
Now, you are a compatriot of mine from Australia.
Yes.
Little known fact, and let's declare it up front, you have won the mirror ball trophy here and in Australia.
Yes, I have. I won in Australia as well. So
Has anyone else in the current series or anyone that's danced in America won in multiple countries? Or are you in rare company?
no, I'm the only one.
Really?
So, yeah, so I've won twice in America and then once in Australia. A lot of the dancers on the show don't like to count my Australian one.
No,
But,
we're
you know,
counting
it
it.
counts. It really does.
We're counting it.
Although the trophy is that big, it's just like a really
It's a
bad
knockoff.
mirror ball. It's a knockoff, the Australian one, and then the American one is like this massive mirror ball.
And this season we
Quite funny.
find you dancing with Joey Fatone. What did you think when you were told you're going to be paired with Joey Fatone? Because there were so many candidates that you could have been done.
True, and it's the All-Stars. I did dance with Joe before, so I wasn't sure if they were going to put me back with him. I'm so glad they did because we had such a great connection. We've remained friends ever since we danced together, and it would have been strange seeing him dance with someone else. So I'm very happy that I have him.
Now, you and Joey came second to Apollo Ono back
Yes.
in 2007. What is the rivalry like today?
Oh, well, it's really funny. Joey is one of the funniest guys I know. He likes to, I don't know, make fun of everyone, really.
Yeah.
It's all in fun. And with Apollo, he's like, I'm going to get you this time. But it's just joking around, you know.
What is the chemistry like? How does chemistry between a dancer and their contestant translate to success on the ballroom dance floor?
You definitely need to have chemistry, otherwise it doesn't work. You know, people can see that. So you want to definitely have a great connection on the dance floor. And I think it makes the dance so much better.
Now, I spoke to Giles Marini the other day, and he said that there are so many great dancers, as you would expect with the All-Stars this season. The pressure is well and truly on.
Yes.
We saw Pamela Anderson booted out after week one. Not really much of a surprise for those that were watching the show, given her first up performance. But the competition, I mean, it's just fierce at the moment with this series.
Well, that's the thing. It's the All-Stars, so it is the best of the best. And each Tuesday night when it's elimination, it's going to be really tough because people that have never been eliminated from their season will be going home. So it's going to be quite stressful. And the judges are definitely marking a lot harder than they have before. And it was pretty tough for Pam to go home so soon. She didn't have, a long amount of time to impress. I guess she had 1 minute to really show her stuff, and then someone was going home, so that was tough.
Now, it was season 4, right, when you first danced with Joey?
Yes.
So it's now up to season 15, so
Yes.
11 seasons ago. How has he changed?
I thought he would have mellowed a little bit, but he's
Really?
still as crazy as he was in season 4. He's just so lovable. He's like the social butterfly at the studios. We rehearse in the same space, different rooms, but all under one building.
Yeah.
So Joey's often in everyone else's rehearsal room.
Well, that's good. He's getting intel for you,
But
yes.
yeah, it's a tactic he's got. I think he's distracting them.
So
you
who's
know?
the most competitive of the cast?
Gosh, everyone seems to be, pretty competitive. Normally we did this thing called show and tell on a Sunday where we would show our routines to everyone. That's not happening in the All-Stars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whose
so-
decision was that?
I don't know, but no one has even suggested that we do it. So I think everyone is wanting to keep everything close to them. So it is competitive, but it's a lot of fun. It's like the family has come back together again because we know everyone in this cast. We've worked with them before, so it's like a big family reunion.
So who are the big rivals? Who is going to stand between you and Joey about taking home that coveted mirror ball trophy?
Well, I was very impressed with Emmett and Cheryl on Monday night. I thought they did so well, and I think he's so lovable. He's got that amazing smile. He's a football player. He's a Dallas Cowboy, so I think he is going to be amazing, and him and Cheryl have a great connection. They
And
work
having
really well
that
together.
fan base really helps as
It
well.
really
if you're an NFL
does.
superstar.
Yeah. So, and I think they're just so good together. So it's nice to see them back on the dance floor. They're going to be great. But everyone is good in their own way, I guess. So
Now, we spoke about the difference between the trophies in Australia and America. What else is the difference between your show back in Australia and here?
Well, I mean, it's the same show. We actually had it in Australia before America did. I'd done 3 seasons before I came
I
here.
remember I was there, I was watching.
Yeah, so it's exactly the same show. It's obviously a little bit of a smaller scale in Australia. Our population is probably the viewership of Dancing with the Stars here, like 22 million viewers. So it's different in that regard, and obviously our set's a lot bigger. We have a big live audience, but more or less, it's obviously the same show.
And how do you handle, I mean, you talk about the small viewership in Australia
Yeah.
and then being catapulted to stardom here in America. How do you deal with that?
I remember driving onto the lot, and that was like the best thing because obviously we have, I'm making out that we do the Dancing with the Stars in the shed. We don't. In
No,
Australia.
I remember where it was. It was in South Bank, Melbourne, and it's
Yeah.
actually a relatively large
It's
studio.
not a large studio, but we all shared a dressing room, like the celebs and
Really?
the dancers.
Oh,
we
wow.
just shared one dressing room. And when I got to America, I had my own trailer. I couldn't believe it. And a PA. I'm like, what's a PA? I'm like, what? And so I had a PA asking me what I want in my fridge and stuff.
What did you want in your fridge?
I said, just water, I think.
What is the secret to staying in great shape, I might ask?
I mean, I love to go out and go to restaurants and have nice nights out. But I think if you exercise, that's going to balance it out. I think if you're just going out eating and drinking, doing whatever, and don't do any exercise, that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
And I think, portion control is pretty good too.
All right. Final one from me. It's the inevitable question. The future. We spoke to Max last Friday night at an
Really?
event, and he told us that he's leaving the show at the end of his contract in
Did
one or
he?
two series. So what does the future hold for you, Kym?
I don't know. I'm very excited about the future, I have to say.
You're not going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay. But no, I'm really excited. Dance with Stars has opened up so many doors for me, and there's a lot of great things that could possibly happen. It's very exciting.
All right. Well, we wish you the very best of luck, and
Thank you.
we are certainly rooting for you and Joey, and we hope that you burn up the dance floor tonight. So
Yes.
best of luck, and thanks very much for coming into the Daily Buzz studio.
Thanks for having me.
Kym Johnson, of course, you can catch her tonight on ABC at 8 p.m. dancing with her partner Joey Fatone. We'll be right back after this short break.